This change will affect approximately 1.3 million small businesses in Australia. The impact of the change on small businesses. The shift from quarterly to monthly GST reporting will have a significant impact on small businesses in Australia. GST Quarterly Reporting. What you need to know. Understanding the new requirements. The Australian Taxation Office, ATO, has recently introduced new reporting requirements for small businesses, affecting the way they submit their goods and services tax, GST, returns. The change aims to simplify the process and provide more accurate information. However, this shift may cause confusion among small business owners, who need to understand the new requirements and adapt their reporting practices. What's changing? GST gap widens as ATO seeks to close the gap with new measures. The ATO has been working to close this gap by implementing new measures to improve compliance and reduce the number of disputes. The GST gap, a growing concern. The Australian Taxation Office, ATO, has been grappling with a growing concern, the GST gap. This refers to the difference between the amount of goods and services tax, GST, owed by businesses and the amount actually paid. The rise of the GST gap. In the last financial year, the ATO collected $85 billion in GST, which is $3.6 billion more than the previous year. This represents a significant increase in GST revenue. However, the net GST gap has also risen since the COVID-19 lockdown years. This means that the amount of GST owed by businesses has increased, but the amount paid has not kept pace. Key statistics: plus $85 billion. The amount of GST collected by the ATO last financial year. Plus $3.6 billion. The increase in GST revenue compared to the previous year. Plus $3.2 billion. The net GST gap, which represents the difference between GST owed and GST paid. The ATO's response: the ATO has been working to close the GST gap by implementing new measures to improve compliance and reduce the number of disputes. Some of these measures include enhanced audit procedures. The ATO has introduced new audit procedures to detect and prevent GST evasion. Scammers targeting Australian businesses with fake GST refund claims. The rise of GST refund scams. The Australian Tax Office, ATO, has been dealing with a growing number of GST refund scams in recent years. These scams have been on the rise, with the ATO reporting a significant increase in false claims. The ATO has taken notice of this trend and has been working to combat these scams through various measures. How the ATO is fighting back. The ATO has implemented several strategies to combat GST refund scams.